Good morning, good morning, good morning, everybody. Happy Success Saturday. Welcome. My name is Lakisha, and I am a certified life coach and your Destiny Cheer Captain. Thank you for joining me today. Today, we are talking about how to find true peace. Now, normally I don't say this, but I want to say at the beginning of this video that I would like you to share. I would like you to share this video with people because there's so many people in the world today who do not have peace. And so even if they know how to find peace, I think this video will be a good reminder. Um, it looks like my internet is funny. So let me see if I can change to my phone. Hold on one second. I'm looking at it. I'm like, it's really, really low. And that's not making me feel good at all. Let's see. Let's see if I can find my. Hi, Janet. Janet, I'm trying to get my hotspot to work because my bars are really low. And usually when that happens, I'm fuzzy. Janet, let me know if I'm fuzzy. Okay. I should be okay now because I changed to my phone. Good morning, Tori. Good morning. Hi, Michelle. It's clear now. Okay. Yeah, that got me real scared. As I was saying, you want to share this video with some people because everybody who does not need peace in the world, and we're talking about how to find true peace. This is a topic, great topic for anybody. So I would like you to share this. So just a couple of announcements. This is the beginning of September, one of my favorite months on the calendar. One, because it's my birthday. September 24th. Two is because it is the anniversary of Success My Way Academy. That's right. Success My Way Academy has been in existence for 3 years this month, y'all. Wow. 3 years. I just can't believe it's been in existence that long. So KJ, my son, said hi. Hi, KJ. Hello. How are you? Glad that you up this morning. I don't know if my son, I told my son to watch me on his iPad, my little 8-year-old. He's 8 now because his birthday was this week. So Jada, if you're on here, happy birthday. So like I was saying, it's also the anniversary of Success My Way Academy. Success My Way Academy was started in 2020 after I did a free YouTube series on this book, my book. 11 chapters. I think it's 10 chapters, but I did 11 back-to-back sessions on this book. I've taught lessons on it. So I'm thinking about as the anniversary is here. I'm thinking about going back to this book and revamping Success My Way Academy based on this book because I was going through the chapters and I was like, you know what? Maybe we need to do some new things. So there are going to be some new things in Success My Way Academy. We're going to start September 30th. So if you have been following me, this is something that you should just take. This is something you should take. So when I'm talking, you will understand where I'm coming from. When I'm giving stories, you'll understand. And also, the main reason is so that you can improve the 12 areas of your life. That is my specialty. I help people improve the 12 areas of their life through planning, productivity, and peace. And we're talking about peace today. What are y'all talking about? I love it. I see the chat moving. Let's see. People are saying good morning. Oh, Michelle just came. Good morning, Michelle. Marva just came. Good morning, Marva. Oh, Tori, yours is the 22nd. That's right. We are both birthday. And Michelle's. Michelle's birthday is on September 13th for Five Field Creation. So this is a hot birthday month. Yes. Okay, everybody saying hello. You went to bed at 3, so you don't know why you're up. Oh no, Michelle. Well, hopefully I don't put you to sleep. Or maybe I should. Maybe I should put you to sleep because you've been up too long. So, oh, let me share with you my cup, morning pumpkin, because yes, you see the pumpkins. I am totally in fall mode. If you have not heard or seen, over on my other channel, Lakisha Loves to Plan, I'm in the middle of a fall decorating series, y'all. I've done like 4 videos on decorating. So if you are interested in getting your house ready for fall, if you want some fall inspiration, as I call it, go ahead on over to my second channel. Click like, subscribe, hit that notification bell because I plan over there, I decorate over there, I do hauls over there. So it's so much fun. And we had planner parties over there. I mean, that's my fun channel. That's my fun channel. So if you're not over there, make sure you get over there. All right, cool beans. So those are the announcements. So let's get started with finding true peace. I hope you have your pen and paper. That is what I always tell my success family to do, is to take out that pen and paper because it's time to start talking about peace. All right. So I'm going to start this with saying that my definition of true peace is from a Christian perspective. I know that there is all types of perspectives out there, but I just want to make that disclaimer. Even though I am not, you know, a religious teacher, I am a Christian, so my beliefs do come out, excuse me, in my teaching. So I just want to say that up front. All right, so how to find your true peace. So you know me, I had to research it and find different sources because there's a lot of sources. There's a lot out there on this, y'all, and some of it's confusing. So just beware when you're going to look at true peace. Some of it is confusing. Um, but I wanted to define inner peace first before I start talking about, and I have 10 ways to find true peace. But before I get into the 10 ways, I wanted to define it. I wanted to define it. So I found this thing that says inner peace is a state of physical and spiritual calm. Okay. Inner peace is a state of physical and spiritual calm. Now, I want to break this down for a minute because usually when you say inner peace, we know you're talking about spiritual, but it says physical. And physical, as we know with physical, we know it as external. But actually, your organs, your eyes, your ears, your heart, your digestive system, your legs, your toes, your fingers, they can exude lack of peace. They can exude lack of peace. So I like this definition because it is a state of physical peace. If you're sick, you can still have physical peace because it is about calm. I remember somebody did research on people who were dying, right? They did research on people who were dying, and they said they talked about people who were at at peace, like who's more at peace on the deathbed. And they said people who are more at peace die calmly. People at peace die calmly. People who are not at peace, they do not die calmly. They die in a way that is not right. If you ever know anybody who died, some people die in their sleep. Some people um die with their face turned just mad and angry. And the difference is that calmness. And a lot of people, especially Christians who have strong beliefs, they die calmly like that. But the physical state of calm is very important. You ever seen somebody that's real fidgety? You ever see somebody real fidgety? They're all over the place. They can't look at you. You ever see somebody that can't look at you for a long period of time? That's not physical peace. So Try to practice that. Try to practice having physical peace. We always talking about the peace within, but your physical peace is just as important. It's just as important, okay? So it says inner peace is a state of physical and spiritual calm despite many stressors. Ooh, I like that too. Despite many stressors. So I want to say this is very important. You can have turmoil in your life and still be at peace. Peace does not mean that everything is going well in your life. Come on, y'all. I know we're going deep early this morning. So you do not have to have everything all together to experience peace. You can have a tornado happening in your life, back to back to back to back to back chaos, and still have peace. So I really like this definition because it dealt with some things that goes against our belief about what peace is. All right, y'all talk to me in the chat. Talk to me in the chat. So let's dive into some of these ways that you can find true peace. And I'm diving in early because I'm gonna have to break these down a little bit more than I normally do. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna have to break these down. So if there's anybody in the chat who would like to write these, you can start writing them now. Okay. And you know what? This is the second time that I didn't number these things. This is 1 and 2. And then I have a little piece of hair that's driving me nuts. Okay, here we go. Number 1, be an inner engineer. Number 1 is be an inner engineer. What do I mean by that? I have a quote that says, if you take a chain, I can't read my own handwriting. Hold on, y'all. Charge. Thank you. Okay. If you take charge, I'm sorry. I was like, if you take charge of the nature of your experience, then you will be pleasant with yourself, therefore pleasant with others. So being an inner engineer means that you have to take charge. You have to take charge. A lot of times we ask this question, Lord, why is this happening to me? Who asked that question before? I asked that too. And when I hear people ask that question, I say, wrong question, wrong question, wrong question. I need all of us, including myself, to stop asking God, why is this happening to me? Don't ask that anymore. That's the wrong question. Good morning, Tanya. The right question is this: God, what do you want me to learn through this experience? That's the right question. Because then that is the beginning of taking charge of your experience. Things are not happening to you, things are happening through the will of God for a reason, even if it's not what you want. Okay? So you have to be an inner engineer. You have to be able through all the chaos, all the whirlwind, all the problems, financial problems, relationship problems, health problems, through all of those problems, you got to be able to still say, Lord, I'm following your lead in this situation. You got to be an inner engineer. Take charge. Don't just sit back. I know people who sit back. They sit back and they just let everything happen to them. Oh, Lord, 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 Lord. And you sit back and you let. We need to stop doing that. That's not how you get inner peace. That's not how you get inner peace. Just laying back and saying, "Go ahead, do what you will to me. Just do what you will. Just go ahead, throw your darts at me. I don't care." You're relinquishing your peace power. Don't relinquish your peace power. Say, Lord, what is my next steps? What are you trying to show me? What are you trying to learn me? Lord, tell me what to do. Lord, I'm just going to be still and pray. But don't sit there and be like, oh, Lord, why, Jesus? Why? Because that is not helping you. So, number one, be an inner engineer and look inside. When all the stuff around you is going crazy, I want you to get still and look in. Look in, breathe, and center yourself because you have the power to stop the chaos. You have the power to stop the chaos. That's how God made us. He made us with that power, but we relinquish it. We relinquish our personal peace power. All right. Sister Michelle, you want to write the note? Sure, I got this. Thank you, Michelle. All right, number two. Number two is recognize that you are weak. This is how you find true peace. That you recognize that you are weak. Now, this is kind of like, I don't want to say the opposite of the first one. This is different concept. Recognize that you are weak. What do I mean by that? I mean that you are not a superhero. How many of us think we're superheroes? I'm not your superwoman. That's a true statement. I ain't nobody's superwoman. But we are conditioned to think we are. We are conditioned to think we know how to do everything. And everything's supposed to go perfect. Oh, everything's supposed to go perfect. Oh, I'm supposed to do this. And if I do this, this is going to happen. And if I do this, this is going to happen. And if I do this, this is going to happen. Really? You think if you line all your ducks in a row, that everything going to be perfect? Sorry. It's not going to be perfect. You can line every duck up in a row and something still go wrong. You are not a superhero. You do not need to know everything. You do not need to know how to do everything. I see people crash and burn who don't understand that you are weak and that you can't do anything in this world by yourself. You got to enlist God. When you recognize that you are weak and he is strong, wasn't that in one of those children's songs? Yes, Jesus loves me. Yes, Jesus loves me. Yes, for the Bible tells me so. Good to ones to him belong. They are weak, but he is strong. Yeah. You have to recognize that you have nothing to do with your life. Is that God is the orchestrator of it. He's going to orchestrate. He's going to give you your heel. He's the God of the hills and the God of the valleys. So you can't control none of it. So you have to recognize that you are weak. And then when you realize, I'm just going to trust. When I do that, I'm going to trust. I'm going to trust that everything's going to work out. I'm going to trust it. That's when you have your personal peace. That's when you enlist that true peace. When you just trust that no matter what's happening to you, that in the end, it's going to be good. It was this quote I was saying. I tried to post it. For some reason, I couldn't post it. But I was talking to somebody, and I was telling them that I was reading the scripture in the Bible. And the scripture said, both the and somebody help me out with this, with what it really says, but I'm paraphrasing. The good and the bad come together for the good for those who love the Lord, right? Something like that. And I was like, the good and the bad. So there's nowhere in the Bible that it tells you that everything's supposed to go perfect all the time. That's our minuscule mind. Our minuscule mind tells us that life's supposed to be perfect. And if it's not perfect, something wrong with us. Who thinks like that? If my finances are not together, something wrong with me. Who thinks like that? If I'm sick, something wrong with me. Who thinks like that? If I can't find love, something's wrong with me. Who thinks like that? That's incorrect. Incorrect. These things in your life are part of life, the bad things and the good things. But for those who love the Lord, they all come together. They all come together for the good, for the good. So I say all that to say that yes, you are weak. So trust that there is a spiritual power beyond our understanding that is conspiring for our good at all times. God is conspiring for our good at all times. We may not see it all the time. We may not feel it all the time, but he's there. And like God never promised we're going to have a perfect, peaceful life. We're going to feel peace all the time. I'm not talking about that surface peace. I'm talking about that inner peace, that deep peace. That comes from knowing that God never leaves you, because he did promise that. Now, I know for a fact, God promised he'll never leave you. You may not hear him. He may go dark 30 on you, but he's right there. He's never, ever going to leave you. I don't know who needs to hear this, but God is never, ever going to leave you, no matter what. Even if you don't think he's there, he's right there. And he did promise that. But he ain't promised that your life is going to be perfect. He ain't promised that. Michelle said his strength is perfected in our weakness. Preach, Sister Dr. Lakisha. Thank you, Mama. Oh, here's the scripture. Thank you. Romans 8:28. And we know that God causes all things to work together for good to those who love God, to those who are called according to his purpose. Thank you. Thank you, Marva. Yes, I knew somebody was going to put it in there. It all comes together. It all comes together, y'all. So whatever you're going through, find your inner peace. Find your inner peace. And guess what? You don't even have to find it. Pull it back up. You don't even have to look for it. It's in there. You just need to have it rise up. Number 3. Accept that life has challenges. This is how you get inner peace. I used to tell people, accept that life has challenges. So I used to tell people when I was, growing in my wisdom, growing in my wisdom, I used to tell people I wake up every day expecting a problem. Now, you might say, that's a little pessimistic. I wake up every day expecting a problem. But I wasn't being pessimistic, because I was saying that today I accept the challenge, whatever it is. That's what I was saying. I wasn't being pessimistic. I was saying, I know a challenge is coming today, and I accept the challenge. Who wakes up every day saying that? Like nobody. So you want to wake up accepting the challenge of life. And how do you accept life challenge? Because some challenges you just don't want to accept. How do you accept? I accept by putting on the full armor of God, the breastplate of righteousness, the word of God, the helmet of salvation. If somebody can put those that armor of God in the chat. When you put that armor of God on first thing in the morning, oh, you accept the challenge because you're ready. You're ready for any darts that's going to be thrown towards you. So inner peace is acceptance. It's accepting that life is not going to be a crystal stair. And it's a dichotomy, right? It's like, how can I be at peace accepting challenges? When you don't accept the challenges, what happens? You get anxiety, you get depression, you get, you have like you go down like in the sunken place. When you don't accept the challenges, that is when you lack peace. So acceptance is very important. Not only acceptance of the challenges, but accepting who you are, who God made you to be. Accepting the challenge of being yourself. That is a challenge for me. That is a challenge for me. I know for sure I'm different. I know for sure I think different than people. I act different from people. I know for sure my fashion style is different. What 47-year-old wear two ponytails? Lakisha. And I accept the challenge of being myself, despite what anybody thinks. Despite what anybody thinks. And I grew up in a judgmental environment. So I know what it means to be judged. I'm judged every day. I'm in a high profile position at work. I am the head, I am the only woman in this house right now. My daughter's gone. It's just me and the boys and my husband. So I accept that I'm different. And sometimes I am challenged with whether I should be what other people think I should be or if I should be myself. And actually, sometimes I make the choice not to be myself because I'm going to be honest. To keep my peace, I protect my true self. To keep my peace, I protect my true self. I'm sorry. So sometimes I don't show people my true self because they don't deserve it. Come on. Sometimes I meet people and I just be like, oh, okay, yeah, okay. You don't deserve my true self. My true self does not get revealed to everybody. Sorry. So I accept the challenge of being my true self every day. And I put on the whole armor of God that protects my psyche. Let me tell you something. Let's go back to that definition. Inner peace is physical and spiritual calm. So I'm going to put on this armor. Now, this armor symbolizes my psychological covering. My psychological covering. Okay. And Michelle put it in there, the breastplate of righteousness. So I even envision me doing this physically, like putting on a breastplate. Like sometimes you have to do that. Like when you're going through serious challenges in your life, you have to physically see the breastplate of righteousness, the girdle of truth, the helmet of salvation, the shoes of the gospel of peace. Look at that. The shield that you hold, the shield in your hand of faith, and the sword of the spirit. Sometimes I can see myself girded up, on lockdown with all my armor on, and then I'm ready to go. Inner peace. I'm ready. Thank you. And Marva put the same thing there. Therefore, put on the full armor of God so that when the day of evil comes, challenges, you may be able to stand your ground, and after you have done everything, stand. Accept the challenge because you're going to stand at the end of it. At the end of the day, you're going to be standing. Woo! I love that. All right, number 4. Let me number these before I get off track. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. All right, number 4. Be mindful when you are not mindful. Number 4 is be mindful when you are not mindful. Now, I know you're like, Lakisha, what are these? These just sound crazy. What I mean is that you have to know when something's wrong with you. Be mindful when you are not mindful. Um, this means that as painful as it may be, you have to learn yourself. You have to learn who God created you to be. Not, and I'm not talking about that surface learning. Like people say, I know what I like and I know what I don't like. Okay, that's good. But do you know your core fears? Do you know your core desires? Do you know the purpose you have on this earth? Like that's what I'm talking about. So some people need help doing this, and then they enlist a coach. That's me. That's why, I'm a life coach because I love helping people getting deep with themselves like that. But you have to be mindful when you are not mindful. So when you don't know your purpose in life, you have to be mindful of that. When you don't know your core fears, like those deep fears, you got to be mindful of that. When you don't know your core desires, the things that you absolutely, really, really desire, you got to be mindful of that. So, number 4 is be mindful when you are not mindful, because that is data. That is data to you saying that you need to go deeper in order to have peace. A lot of people don't have peace because they can't go deep. I know people who can't even meditate for 5 minutes, they have no mental peace. Be mindful when you can't meditate. That's not peace. You can't sit quietly and then keep your mind stayed on God, or you can't sit quietly and just breathe. That's not peace. Be mindful of that. Be mindful when something psychologically and emotionally is off. Be mindful when something psychologically and emotionally is off. I do it all the time. I be like, I don't feel good. Something's wrong. I will literally say that out loud, and it won't be physical. It'll be here. I don't feel good. Something's wrong. And then I go into analyzing that because now I'm mindful that I'm not being mindful in my daily actions. Something's off. And I have to pursue that and work to overcome that or get to the bottom of it or find out the root cause of why I'm not moving mindfully. So, self-assess yourself. That's what this one is about. It's about self-assessment. It's about gathering data when you feel like something psychologically, emotionally is off. And then staying right there so you can figure out what's going on and so you can address it. Okay? All right. Michelle, did you get the 4th one? Because I'm going to 5. I don't want you to be lost. Number 5 is start a personal peace journal. Thank you, Marvin. Number 5 is start a personal peace journal. I thought this was a good idea. I started one. Where's my journal at? It's over there on the floor. Yeah. So sometimes, like, this is my room for everything. So sometimes I come in here and I sit on the floor and I write. I know y'all, it's crazy, but I do. Hold on. My husband bought me this for Mother's Day. You see that? My husband bought me this for Mother's Day, and I love it so much. It has a whole bunch of self-care stuff in here. Get a massage, plan a girls' night. It's kind of cute. But I said, you know what? This is going to be my personal peace journal. It's going to be where I go to write things. Oh, you stepped away for a second. No problem. It's going to be where I go to write things to give me peace. Like, see, I wrote it already, and I was writing about my hobbies. Like, what do I like to do? I like decorating. Everybody knows that because that's over on Lakisha Loves to Play on that YouTube channel. I like playing tennis. Like I just started writing things down that give me peace. So create something like this. Um, Create a personal peace journal. Write down the stuff that gives you peace. Write down what you like. Um, I, it's hard, it's really hard for me to celebrate myself. I think it's from some type of trauma I had. So I'm writing in this journal how to celebrate myself more, right? I celebrate myself sometimes, but I want to do it more. Um, So get yourself a personal peace journal and write in that journal what brings you peace. What do you like? What do you want? What are your core desires? Anything that brings you peace. And you don't even have to write. You can doodle, you can paste things in there. I'm going to start stapling things in here that makes me happy. My therapist gave me a good idea. She was like, create a what does she call it? A self-care box. I think she called it self-care box. Create a self-care box where you have something like this. Now this box has ribbon in it, but I'm just giving you an example. See this box right here? You can have something like this with all stuff in there that calms you down, like stress balls, coloring books, things like that. So these are just physical reminders of what you need to do to maintain your peace. So starting a personal peace journal when you are journaling about your own peace is a fantastic idea. Okay. Um, Be back needs to get another journal. Okay, Janet. All right. So that's number 5. Okay, great. Number 6, practice self-kindness. This is how you get peace. Practice self-kindness. Some of us are so awful to our own selves. Some of y'all, if you treated your friends the way you treat yourself, you wouldn't have no friends. I'm just saying, if you treated yourself like the way you treat, now, if you treat your friends like the way you treat yourself, you would have no friends. Some of y'all treat yourself so awful. You put yourself through stuff for no reason. I'm going to give you an example. Sometimes when stuff is going wrong, we start to ruminate on negative thoughts, ruminate on the negative thoughts. Um, let's see, let me give an example. I give an example of relationship. Like if you're in a relationship, or if you're married or in a long-term relationship, and you think the person is um, cheating on you or something like that, and in your mind, you start to create scenarios, you start to imagine like your spouse going over this person's house and spending time with them and leaving you alone. And you don't have no facts about this stuff. You just creating it, and you just creating it. Like you're torturing yourself. Y'all, some of us don't have proof of anything, but we create all that stuff in our mind. I'm gonna give you another example. Somebody walks past you and they don't say hello. So you think, oh, they must don't like me. Oh, they mean. Oh, I what did I do to them? What? You're torturing yourself. They probably didn't even see you. So be kind to yourself. Don't start going and ruminating and spiraling down into negative thoughts for no reason. You're just making it up. Matter of fact, this is what I want you to do. I want you to dispute your own thoughts. I want you to challenge your thoughts because we think our thoughts are 110% right. No, they're not. They're 99% wrong. Okay. So self-kindness is taking time to dispute your own thoughts and say, wait a minute. Maybe that lady was just thinking about something when she passed me. I'm going to assume positive intent. I ain't gonna start going into this like how she don't like the way I look today and all this stuff. That's ridiculous. All right, so practice self-kindness. Be kind to yourself. I'm gonna tell you something that one of my doctors told me. They were like, when your body says stop, stop. What do? Oh, I got to get this done. I got to get this done. And we keep going. Our body is telling us to stop. Our body's aching. Our body's showing signs of pain. You feeling like a tingling over here and a sharp pain over here. And yet you keep going. Why are you doing that? When your body is talking to you, listen. Your body is saying it's time to take a break. Self-kindness. Don't keep going on your body when your body's hurting and aching, because all you want to do is break, and eventually you want to break. So these are just examples of how you can be better at being kind to yourself. And that will give you peace. Know what? It's time for me to stop. I know I said I'm going to finish today, but I'm going to have to wait till tomorrow. I'm sorry. My body needs rest. That's peace. That's peace. All right. Number 7 is practice M to the third power. Number 7 is practice M to the third power. What is that? It's 3 M's. You're going to practice meditation. You're going to practice music. And you're going to practice being present in the moment. Okay. Music. Oh, the M to the third power is 7. Did we get 5, 6? Yes, 6 was practice self-kindness. Practice self-kindness was 6. I don't see practice self-kindness. Practice self-kindness is 6. And then M to the third power is 7. So M to the third power is 3 M's. I want you to practice meditating. When you meditate, it gives you practice with centering yourself, calming your brain, calming your mind, so you can hear God. I get a lot of my directives from God in meditation because I can hear. But if you are just consumed with the situations of life, you can't have inner peace. You can't hear what the Lord is trying to guide you. He's always there, but we got to quiet our minds. So meditation is important. Music. Put on calming music. Oh my goodness, there's so many different calming ways to just get calm off me. You got classical music, you got jazz music, you got the writing music, you got the sounds, the bowl sounds. You got healing music. I mean, you got so much music. Put that music on in the background, piano music, and just now move with that in the background. Close your eyes, listen to the music is powerful. Gospel music, oh my gosh. Use music to help you usher in that inner peace. And the last M is present moment. We spend so much time thinking about what happened to us in the past, or we spend so much time thinking about what we got to do, that, okay, what's happening in this moment right now? I'm with my son. Okay, if you're with your son right now, why are you thinking about what you got to do? Just be with your son. If you're with your grandbabies right now, why are you thinking about all your problems? You with your grandbabies, but you sitting there thinking about, I got to pay this bill. I got to pay this bill. How about we just stay in the moment and enjoy our grandbabies? Moments cannot be replaced. Moments cannot be replaced. Moments cannot be replicated. Moments is here today, gone tomorrow. So take advantage of the moment. When my husband's talking to me, I am listening. I am not thinking about what I got to do tomorrow. I'm fully present. Moments. Those moments is where the riches lie. The riches lie in the moments. So if you are neglecting yourself and being unkind to yourself and not staying in a moment, you got animals, you got dogs, you got cats. Be in the moment with them. I see people all the time. They walking their dog, they on the phone. You walking your dog on the phone. You know, dogs only got about 16 years of life. Y'all know that? Walk your dog, play with your dog, get off the phone. Stay in the moment. Into the third power. I want you to meditate. I want you to use music to usher in that inner peace. And I want you to practice being present in the moments, especially the ones that count with your loved ones. Okay? Can you do the M to the third power? All right. That's number 7. Inner peace. I'm giving y'all a lot of tools. Actually, like these are a lot of tools to get your peace on. All right. Number 8. Fully express yourself. Fully express yourself. Um, this is where people get depressed too. They don't fully express themselves. How do you speak to the world? And it doesn't have to be with your mouth. You may be an artist, you may be a writer, you may be um a crafter, you may be a sports person, you may be a person that fixes on cars, you may be a person who paints. How can you fully express yourself? I admire people who fully express themselves to the 100% fullest because I know they have peace. I'm going to tell you somebody that I've just been admiring, Simone Biles. Simone Biles, I think I'm saying her name right. She's the African American gymnast. I have been watching her kill it at the Olympics. I mean, just she's been killing it at the Olympics. Y'all, if y'all haven't watched Simone Biles, you gotta watch her. She is just so amazing. But wasn't it a point where was she the one who stepped away for mental health reasons? Was that her? Y'all let me know. Because I was like, isn't this the same girl that says, I need to take time off of mental health? Or maybe that was the tennis player. I don't know. But nevertheless, the way Simone Biles fully expresses herself, she's in a flow zone that nobody can get her out of. How often are you? Oh, yeah, that's what's her, Marvin. Thank you. How often are you in your flow zone where it's like nobody can touch Simone Biles on that when she did that dance number? Y'all got to see the dance number she did. Oh, I keep thinking about it. It was like flawless, like the flips and I can see it in my head still. It was amazing. And she was in like this zone, like unfreaking touchable. How often are you in an untouchable zone? When was the last time you were in an untouchable zone? You know, we all have it. We all have expression, and we all have the ability to fully express. And being in that zone where you can fully express yourself brings you inner peace. So I want to challenge you today. I want to challenge you today to find that inner flow zone, that zone when nobody can touch you, when you're fully expressing yourself and you're not looking to the left and you're not looking to the right, you're not looking to the past, you're not looking to the future. You're just right there. And you're right there and you're flowing in the thing. And it feels so good to you and you are at so much peace with it that you forget what day it is, you forget what time it is, because you're entering into a dimension that's timeless when you are fully expressing yourself. I'm going to say that again. You're entering into a dimension that has no time when you're fully expressing yourself. You ever that ever happened to you when you having so much fun you forgot that time existed? That's full expression. So try to practice that more often. We get that sometimes, we don't get that all the time. So try to practice that more often. All right. Number 9. I like this one. Oh, Naomi Osaka, tennis player, stepped away. Yes, that's another one. Yep, the tennis player. Yep. And she fully expressed herself that she was done. So that's another. I mean, you can say, flag on the play, I'm done. That's full expression. And that's what she did. Yes, thank you, Barbara. Number 9 is change all that doesn't feel right. Change all that does not feel right. That's how you get your inner peace. I heard Oprah say the most simplest and most powerful thing. Oprah said, a lot of you complain about your jobs. She said, if you don't like your job, change it. The end. And I was like, you know what? That's so true. We, for some reason, we have a modern mentality. I don't know. But we tend to stay in situations that we can change, yet we don't do it. It's self punishment. It's self punishment. Change all that does not feel right. Even if you can't change it now, start thinking about how you can change it. Even if you can't change it now, start thinking about how you can change it. You have the power to make your life the way you want it to be. Yeah, and it's going to be challenges, and it's going to be racism, and it's going to be all these things, all these things, all these things. And yet, and still, you are powerful. And you have the power to change all that does not feel right. Feel is the key word here. What does not feel right is not serving you and it's not bringing you peace. What's the opposite of peace? Fear. Fear is the opposite of peace. So I want to say, change all that brings on fear. If you are in something and it enacts fear in you, and let me tell you what fear is. Fear is stress. Fear is anxiety. Fear is depression. Fear is anger. That's what fear is. All of it has a root of fear. So change the things that bring on fear. And if you can't change it right now, start plotting. Start plotting on changing those things. Okay. That's number 9. And number 10 is give up. Number 10 is give up. That's right. I want you to give up. I want you to give up. You want to hear what I want you to give up? This is what I want you to give up. I want you to give up. I want you to give up being a victim. Mm-hmm. I want you to give up blaming other people for your problems. Yes, yes, ma'am. I want you to give up chasing after things. Don't chase after stuff, just be. Just be, and it'll come to you. That's called manifestation. Don't chase though. I want you to give up perfection, thinking you got to do everything perfect. Oh, I can't finish that because I ain't got it perfect. Say what? You ain't gonna never have it perfect. That means you're never gonna finish. Why does it have to be perfect? Why you gotta have all the nuts and bolts before you start building the thing? Just start building the thing, and the nuts and bolts will come. So I want you to give up perfection. It hinders you. I want you to give up holding grudges. I want you to practice forgiveness. Give up holding grudges, practice forgiveness. This is all going to give you peace. I promise. I promise. I promise. I want you to give up complete self-reliance. Stop thinking that you are a super person. You can do everything on your own. No, you can't. You not only need God, we need each other. I have made a promise to myself that I will never in my life again do anything by myself. I made it up in my mind because I don't have to. As a Black woman, I have been trained that I need to stand alone. That is a lie from the pit of hell. I don't need to stand by myself. I can enlist others. I can ask for help. As a Black woman, I have been trained not to ask for help. I'm undoing that. I want to ask for help. I'm going to enlist others. I'm going to partner with people. I am going to collaborate with others. I am going to enlist others in my life. So I'm going to give up complete self-reliance. I'm done. I want you to give it up too. So when you have peace, it is the most natural state of being. I'm going to say that again. When you have peace, it is the most natural state of being. God will give you peace. God will give you peace. God will give you peace. And then you have to give yourself peace. It's layers to this thing, right? Like we have the peace of God, knowing that God got our back, right? But then there's a self peace where you are at peace with yourself, who you are. You at peace no matter what situation or trials you're in. You are at peace with your past and with the future. So therefore, you are at peace with the moment. It's layers to this thing. If we had more peaceful people in the world, I wonder if we would have so many wars. If we had inner peace, like we really supposed to have inner peace, I wonder if we would have political unrest. If we all had the peace, that real inner peace, I wonder if we would have so much crime. So you may not be able to fix these things in the world, but just know that we are all a little part of this world. And so, what little part can you do? You can try your best to have true peace. You can practice true peace by using different methods. And you can make a decision that you are going to live a life of peace and no longer be tortured by anything else. Not the enemy, not people, not our situations, not our circumstance. I'm no longer going to be tortured by those things. I declare peace on my life right now. So I'm done. I hope this was helpful. Like I said, if you know somebody who needs this, to hear these words, to be encouraged, share this video with them. Tell them to listen to the words while they're cooking and cleaning and driving, and have them, they don't need to look at me. Just tell them to listen, because this is what the world needs right now. They need true peace. All right, y'all. Y'all know what I'm about to say. It's Self-Love Saturday. What y'all doing today? Tell me in the chat. What y'all doing today? Jaden's birthday, my 8-year-old, his birthday was on Thursday. And he is so excited. He's woke right now. Usually he sleep this time on Saturdays. He's woke because he's going to Chuck E. Cheese today with his cousins. He's so excited. So that's what I'm doing. I'm spending time with my son. And yes, I will be present in the moment. And no, I will not be on my phone. I'm spending time with my baby today. So what are you doing for Self-Love Saturday? I hope you are doing something that brings you peace. I hope you are doing something where you can just be present in the moment. I hope you are doing something where you can just be in the flow. And if you are in a whirlwind in your life right now, if everything is chaotic in your life right now, I hope that you can turn inward and look to God and breathe and know that He is right there with you and He's not going to leave you. And guess what? You're going to get out of this situation because God has a perfect track record. Remember, He has a perfect track record. He got you out of all the other situations. So what makes you think He's not going to get you out of this one? Peace. All right. Marva said, oh, yeah, I know Marva is watching football. Absolutely. All right, y'all. Thank you, Michelle and Marva. Thank you for taking notes in the chat. I will see y'all next week. This is a new series. Next week, hopefully, I will come on to talk about, what's my next one? How to find, what am I doing? Is it joy? Anyway, I'm in a how to find series. So hopefully it's joy. If you're interested in Success My Way Academy, make sure you go down to the description below. I need you to join my Facebook group right now. Join my Facebook group because I'm going to be putting information about Success My Way Academy there. I will go in there live and talk about Success My Way Academy. So make sure you join the Facebook group. It's in the description. Make sure you check out my course. I have a course called Vision and Goals course. The course is phenomenal. It's going to help you with understanding yourself. Right now, I think the course is free. Try to go on the course right now. I think it's free right now. And so you can get an idea of my teaching. And then on September 30th, plan to come to Success My Way Academy. Plan to join. Hopefully, I will have a student, alumni on here next Saturday talking about Success My Way Academy, getting you excited about it. And tell your friends and family about it as well. All right, everybody. Have a blessed Success Saturday. I'll see you next time. Enjoy. Bye now.